Hey guys, welcome back to another video in Cat Blanc X Princess Justice. Today's video, I present to you guys a theory that has nothing to do with a specific episode in season 4, but do have to do with the season. And maybe we'll see this in season 4 or season 5 or season 6 or season 7 because those are also other seasons that are going to be happening in Miraculous Ladybug. The thing is that something that we haven't really acknowledged is Nathalie. And Nathalie in season 4 and in the New York special, they have been giving us hidden clues like, hello fans, actually pay attention to this. Why is Nathalie getting worse? And now we see her every day in bed, and we see her in season 4. And this is actually a confirmed Twitter account from the Miraculous company actually said that Nathalie indeed is getting worse. I'm going to be presenting you guys a theory that probably Nathalie can die. Maybe she'll go through the same phases that Emily went through until her death. And I really think that this is something that we should actually talk about. So, if you want to know, don't forget to subscribe down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. It's really easy, guys. And once again, I want to remind you of my goal for summer. I want to reach 100k, so guys, help me out. And don't leave this video if you want to know this theory, because I think this theory is really cool. So let's begin. So Miraculous Mexico, a confirmed and official account of Miraculous Ladybug on Twitter, did tweet that Nathalie is getting worse. And we saw that in Optigami. She says, Nathalie is getting worse, guys. And don't try to confuse any words. I'm not saying that Miraculous Mexico said that she's going to die. Miraculous Mexico said that she's getting worse. But I'm making a theory that I think Nathalie can die. Miraculous Mexico is saying, like, I'm not saying that she's going to die, but she's getting worse. And that can lead up to a possible death. Why do I think Nathalie can die? We do see that she's getting worse and she's not even using the Miraculous. She's in bed, she's resting, and it has been a long time since season 3 finale, and she's still in bed. Nathalie is not doing anything since that day, and that's been a long time. And how can I prove to you guys it was a long time? In Monster Fu or Furious Fu, Master Fu already made his life in England. Already has memories, he learned how to paint, all that stuff. And during all that time, since episode 1 till Optigami, Nathalie is still in bed and she's still sick. Why? It's been a long time and she's getting worse. And I fear this is actually something that can lead to a possible death. We do know that Emily, who actually is either in coma or dead or something, she's in Gabriel's basement for sure. We do know, because Adrian did mention in season 2 or season 3, that Emily used to have headaches, the same ones as Nathalie. Basically, it just really proved to us when we watched that season that Emily did use Peacock Miraculous before. But if we see it now, that means that Nathalie is going through the same stages that Emily went through. Guys. Like, just imagine, like, Emily had headaches and then to even worse until she died. What happens? That's the same thing for Nathalie. She still used a broken Miraculous. It could still affect her that same way. Now that we do know that Nathalie's getting worse and that she can't even do anything, she's literally in bed. Of course, like, Nathalie can't do a lot of stuff. Like, we see in Optigami that she actually helps in the plan, but she's still in bed. She's trying to recover, and basically she hasn't been doing anything lately since the end of season 3, which is a long time. Gradually, she's getting worse and worse. But what made it even worse, and I think that we don't really realize it, is that at the end of Optigami, when Cat Noir uses Cataclysm to destroy the Miraculous, Nathalie gets something like shot through her head. And that means that it affected her because she created that Senti monster, and that affected Nathalie. And Nathalie got affected from that, and even though she was in that current state that she's trying to recover, she got that shot, and like, she's like, hurt. And I feel like we really don't notice that. And I feel like that's going to be important in the episodes after Optigami. Why now? Why show that now in the episode that marks the half of the season 4? Maybe because the next half, episode 14 and till the end, shows how Nathalie is going to get worse. Because she already got something that even interfered her with her health. She was already getting worse. Now she's even worse. I'm saying worse a lot of times, but it's the truth. Like, Nathalie, we don't really give a lot of attention to Nathalie. And there's a lot of things going on in the Agreste family that we actually are not giving that much attention. Because actually confirmed and official accounts of Miraculous Ladybug are telling us in season 4 we need to see the hidden secrets. That not everything is just about Marinette being the guardian. There's hidden secrets, guys, that we really need to focus on. So I feel like this is one of the hidden secrets, that Nathalie is getting worse, and that is probably going to lead up to a possible death. Now, why this is important? Maybe this is a huge theory, but maybe at the end, when Gabriel has to make a wish, either revive Emily or revive Nathalie. Okay? So let's imagine it's the end, right? Gabriel already got the Ladybug Cat Noir Miraculous. But at that same time, Nathalie has been getting worse. You know, in season 4, she has been getting worse and worse. And now she eventually dies. And now Gabriel has to choose to bring back Emily or bring back Nathalie. And I think that's going to be so good. Like, who is he going to choose? Maybe this is actually the end. Like, maybe this is actually the point of the show. Like, Nathalie or Emily. It's not like, because back then we thought that Adrian was a sentient monster, and that either the wish is going to be like, you choose to bring back Emily, but Adrian dies. Or maybe Nathalie doesn't die. Maybe Nathalie is getting worse. So it's either you bring back Emily from the dead, or Nathalie dies because she's already getting worse. And both Emily and Nathalie had similar symptoms, so that's why it would make sense that Nathalie would die, because Nathalie was like facing the same things as Emily. So it would make no difference that one or the other dies, you know? Oh my god, I think that actually makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense for my mind. I don't know if I'm making sense. Just let me know in the comments, because I'm just saying gibberish here. But that could actually happen. And it's either Gabriel chooses Nathalie or Emily. That's what I think, based off this information, that Nathalie is getting worse. And I don't know, like, I really think that possibly one day she's actually gonna die, or it's gonna be a really bad state, because literally, Gabriel, you're letting this girl die for you. Do something, please. You know? My final conclusions of this theory is that Nathalie can progressively die because of her state. We do see her in season 4 that she's getting worse and worse, and she hasn't done anything. So she's been really bad, in a really bad state. And we see in the New York special, they even added that she was sick, guys. Like, it's important that we know that she is sick and she's in bed. The same thing as in season 4, that she is still in bed. She's not going out there and doing stuff. Like, she's really sick and she's getting worse. And Miraculous Mexico is saying that no, she's not just sick, she's getting even worse every time. And Optigami, when Cat Noir Cataclysm, the sentient monster, that even affected her even more. So it's crazy, guys. I really think that Nathalie, one day she can actually die, and maybe aggress. Maybe Gabriel has to choose between Emily or Nathalie, who to bring back to life, either if Nathalie eventually dies, or if Nathalie doesn't die and she's really in a bad state. And let's just say Gabriel gets the Miraculous, he has to choose whether to bring back Emily, but everything comes with a price, and Nathalie has to die, because Nathalie and Emily are so alike that they have both the same symptoms. So it would make much more sense if Nathalie would die, because she's going through the same things as Emily once did. So that's at the end of this theory. I know this is a really short video, but I really wanted to let this theory out, because I really think that this is something we should actually acknowledge and give attention to, because Nathalie can actually die. And I know I repeated that a lot of times, but it's the truth. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. If you actually think Nathalie can die, I really hope not. She's someone that's really underrated. I know she's evil because Gabriel changed her. But Nathalie is capable of good things, and she actually proves that she actually loves Adrian, while Gabriel is the real father and he doesn't. Just let me know in the comments that you think that Nathalie can actually die, that probably we haven't not acknowledging the signals and these hidden secrets that Miraculous has been trying to tell us. So let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. And remember guys, click the subscribe button. It's really easy. And let's get to that 100K, guys. And I love you guys so much. And don't forget to subscribe down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.